Hey guys, Cynthia McCracken here with the med school vlogs and stuff. I just wanted to show you some of the stuff that I will be giving for free and like where to get it. So I've got my YouTube channel up and I need to put it in the description up here. But on the videos, pretty much every video, as long as I don't change anything, when you go to the video to be the free stuff line, there is a little link here and it's going to take you to a Google Drive file. It's a spreadsheet and I made this so that I can kind of divide up everything that I'll share for free. So I've got everything from a little bingo cards for like challenges for 2025 or whatever year it is, and then some of the stuff I've got like books that I've written, and then YouTubers that have inspired me or that I kind of want to put content out that's kind of similar to some of theirs, or reaction to, or just whatever. But also, like, those are some of the people that have inspired the crap out of me. And then I've got a little bit of a release schedule, but I'm going to go into this bingo challenges one because this was so fun. We did this in one of my groups recently, and I had a blast with it. We decorated the little papers and all that, but I went ahead and made one in Canva that's a PDF download. It's nice and clean, so if you like this style, you can do this style. But this one you can print off, and you will just take each and every square and write something in it for a challenge. So like losing weight or getting to where you're training for some sort of a run or something like that. So if you're a planner person like I am, I'm a planner girl, this would be really cute. And I've got my website on the very bottom of it. I don't know if you can see that. I've got my website on the very bottom of it. This sheet is not on there, but that's just kind of a reminder of where my author stuff is. And later on I will have more planner stuff, but like that's way down the road if I have time. That was just kind of an extra. But I do have a business that's 7 Bloodfire LLC, so I just try to mark everything with that. Anyway, so there's that one. Let me exit out of that. If you don't want to do the printable version, you want a digital version, I do have the digital version. All you have to do is whenever you come to this free file, there's the digital version, and you'll click it, open it up, and then you'll make a copy of it. And then you can like edit the little stuff in here. And in each one of these, I have changed what the actual text is. Like the font, you can change them to something else if you want to change it, and then just like select all of it to change the color if you don't like the purple. I like the purple though, it's one of my favorite colors. Purple, teal, black, and pink are my favorites. And I love blues too, but anyway. So this one is kind of just, it's got everything that I want on mine. What I do is after I've already filled it out all the way, then I color in the ones that I think will be a little bit easier to do first, or that I want to focus on them. So I've got in blue some of the main ones that I'm after right now. And then purple is for the ones that are complete. And this right here, this is a little sticker. It wasn't moving on the other one, but that's okay. It's just because I had it, I was logged in under something else. But yeah, this little image, if you want to edit it to change the colors on it, you just click on it twice and then all that. You'll have to resize it, but you can move it back over and then just whatever you want to do with it. But basically how I designed it was the actual circle. You got the little lines here. You can choose, you know, how it's done, and then you can change the writing and all that. So you can even change what it says. But so some of my things that I'm going to try to be accountable for this year. Let me downsize that, zoom out. Some of the things that I want to do this year is no soda for a week, because I'm a fat girl and I love my soda, and that is why I weigh so much. I gained a lot of weight over a period of 2 years for being very sedentary, and then just drinking a ton of sugary drinks. Sprite is my weakness and Pepsi is my secondary, but I drink so much soda. And what I'm thinking about doing is starting to drink the bottled water, because I do go through a lot of water. You know, soda dehydrates you real bad. I want to drink a lot of bottled water, but I've got some limes, and I just put some of that in there. And then we've also got the sparkling Death Water, which is I love the name of that. It's so hilarious. I could just put some lime in there, and that way it's no sugar and it's got real fruit or whatever in it, and then I can just drink that. Because I've already gotten to where I don't drink tea with sugar in it anymore. Well, in it, now that I'm skipping words like an idiot. I hate when I do that. I want to try to increase how much I'm walking and exercising, and then I want to lower how much I am doing some of the other stuff. But anyway, so I've got no soda for a week. And then these 3 up here, which I'll just color them in so it's a little easier. These 3 right here, I have to start from the right-hand side. So get a job. That's what I've been trying to do for a while now. I'm trying to get something supervisory or scribe work or something like that. And I know scribe work will help me with getting into some of the stuff that I want to. For like the medical, it'll help me with some of the charting and stuff. The second one would be based off of that, and that would be get a car, because moving to Norman and then possibly having to carry stuff around with me, I'd rather not try to have all that with me on a public transit. Plus, I'm terrified of Uber, and being in the general public, because I've seen several instances shown on YouTube on some of the other videos where people were talking about some of the experiences they had. Literally scams that are drivers. Basically, they will cancel the ride and then have the person, they'll tell the person, they'll still show up for them, and it'll tell the one that was hiring for the ride, hey, yeah, I canceled it, but I can go ahead and take you. I shouldn't have canceled it, blah, blah, blah. And they'll make some excuse, and then they'll tell you to put your stuff in the back of the car where they can lock the trunk or whatever. And then they'll not take you where you want to go. They'll take you somewhere else, usually with an ATM or something, and they'll force you to be able to get your stuff back. You have to go to the ATM and draw out as much money as they want or that you have possible and give it to them before they will give you your stuff back. So please be aware of that. That's kind of a thing I'm terrified of. Plus, I had previous friends that had gotten attacked in an Uber. So yeah, that whole thing scares me. I've already got enough PTSD. I don't need more. So I'd rather be safe, and y'all please be safe too. So I'm thinking about getting a car, like a real cheap one, maybe $5,000 or $6,000 maximum, because I will be not driving around a whole bunch, but when I'm in the nursing program, I do know that I will be most likely going to the hospital for part of that. So that's going to be tough. I think it's within the 2nd or 3rd year. I don't remember, but you got a lot of class stuff, and then you start working similar to the med school thing. You start with the learning and then you move into clinical, and that means working at the hospital, getting experience that way. So the 3rd one is, of course, related to those other 2 because it's moving to Norman for the degree. So anyway, my next one for the year is finish a planner. I am an author who writes in paranormal adult fantasy. I love the epic stuff where you've got adventures and all kinds of battles and like really crazy stuff. Mine's a dystopian. It's The Violet Curse under my pen name Cinthia, and I talk a little bit more about it on my website 7bloodfire.com, and my YouTube channel 7bloodfire art and story, which is easy to look up just typing in 7bloodfire, and that's a number 7. But the planners are for my in-house workflows and stuff, and I do the editorial stuff from developmental and line editing all the way up to copy editing, and those are like really detailed workflows. And I had a lot of that laid out and figured out for the workflows, but a lot of it didn't match, and I was trying to recreate and redo it so that it's broken apart. So some of it I can print for every single one, but then others it's broken down anew, and it's really gorgeous, but it's very in depth. And there were 600 pages just for my character reference. I'm sorry, my reference guide and style sheet. A big portion of that was all the character breakdowns. and I have the digital version and a printable version that I use, but I really like the digital version better because it's like very quickly, easily navigated. But I'm an overrider and an overthinker, and I overdo all the planning and stuff too, and then I was working all that. So I would like to at least finish one of those planners. So that's one of the things that I wanted to do. And then walking vlogs. I've already completed 2, which is amazing. I'm off to a good start. I only have 18 more to do to at least make sure that I have something for every week. I would like to gain 200 subscribers on that channel, which is this one. And starting my doctor vlogs. This one I've marked as done. That's why it's purple, because it's basically my path toward medical school and anesthesiology and everything else. So like there's a possibility that what I want to do will change, but it's not going to change from medical school or becoming a doctor. It's just like the actual specialty that I want to do might change. But I already know it's going to be a 13-year journey. So you guys can follow me for that, for whatever, or ignore me and then just watch my stuff occasionally, or whatever you want to do. And then next is sell 10 notebooks and or bookmarks, which that's for my other business thingy. I've got an event coming up in February, which is awesome. Let's see, remove 3 major life stressors. That's important because I've got a lot of things that always stress me out. Let something important go. Yes, please. Lose 20 pounds. That would be amazing because I am fat. Oh man, I think I'm about 80 to 100 pounds overweight. I would like to lose all of that, but let's start with 20. Let's see, get electric skates. This was an alternative to get a car. So like get a car would be a $5,000 investment, whereas get electric skates is something I could literally plug into at my apartment. It won't work for a lot of the long distance stuff. I mean, they've got one that'll go up to 20 miles. But I mean, it really depends. So that's kind of iffy. Replace my printer. Yeah, the printer head. I'll try the print head first once I do get some money. The color isn't printing right, so I mean, it is whatever. Reach 1,000 in savings. We used to have a lot of money, but all of that has kind of gone away. What I mean by a lot of money is whenever I was working in corrections with my husband, we were bringing home $120,000 a year after taxes. We were making like our take home for the month would have been 10 grand, slightly over, but we put everything that we had toward the house. It was 80 grand, and then we had 30 grand left over, and then a bunch of stuff happened and we had to live off of that 30 grand for like over a year and a half, and then yeah, it was rough. But yeah, so we have just reached a point where we don't even have hardly any savings left. I think we might have $900 right now to our name, and we make $60 too much for food stamps, and that's just him working, which is really unfortunate. So the next one is do something impulsive, which that's easy. I do that all the time, but I'll have to make it memorable for me to really do that. Do something kind, yet again, an easy one. Create a painting. This one I was actually thinking about having medical related, but I don't know. I haven't done an actual painting other than my koi fish one, which was a watercolor painting, but I was thinking about doing an acrylic painting. Something pretty big that I could probably put in my place in Norman once we get a place up there. Student scholarships, I will definitely need more of those. I'll be able to get more resources once I get my admissions letter and get the meetings with financial aid and all that. Decorate the dorm and housing, that's an easy one. And then use Justin Sung's Perio method on several books, so multi-chapters a week. And Justin Sung is a memory expert. He teaches a lot of people how to remember stuff a lot quicker and more detailed, and it's broken down pretty good, and I like it. I really want to. I've picked up on a lot of the stuff just watching his videos, which, I mean, yeah, obviously he has a course that's like $400, and I would love to take that. I might have to wait until the summer during my like right after my new freshman year at OU. I might have to wait till then. Anyway, I will have to get extra resources for the NCAT and the NCLEX. Sorry, I am not speaking well anymore. Try learning at med school volume of subjects and information. I would like to try to like test my boundaries and see what all I can do, but that's gonna take a minute to try to figure that out. Learn a subject with just the questions method, no notes. That one I learned from Ali Abdal. He said his friend did that whenever they were in med school, and I would like to try that. So he's got a lot of stuff on his channel too. He does Notion. I love using Notion, but I don't know. I will see. And I want to test a few different things to see what works. So there's that. But you'll be able to make your own version of the bingo card, either the digital one or the handwritten one. Just, select a few categories to fill it out, and then as you do that, that'd be awesome to kind of go. So I've got a couple of blank ones in this little document of freebies that you'll get. I've got a release schedule. I'll show that next, but I'll go ahead and show some of the inspiring, and I will be adding to this list, some of the people that inspire me. I've got a place for nursing vlogs and all that other people do. I've got a place for med school, like doctors and other stuff. One of these is Medical School HQ. This guy, he's pretty awesome. He goes over the AMCAS application and like the personal statement and a lot of the other stuff. And like, I'm pretty good at writing. So like, I understand writing hooks and having a narrative that ties everything together, and like that shit. I've already done a personal statement, even though like I haven't even started. Last time I went to college was 2019 for one semester, and then years before that for one semester, and life kept getting in the way. But I mean, all that's out of the way now, so I'm hoping that everything that I'm writing up ahead of time will serve as inspiration. So I mean, it'll be whatever it'll be. And then over here on the far right, I have not sure yet / trying these. So this is stuff that I'm going to look up. If I find it useful or inspiring, I'll add stuff here. And these will just keep going downward, and you can kind of, if you need you can make a copy of this thing, or you can just revisit or whatever. If you make a copy, you can edit it on your own. But when it comes to this last one, this was just a little extra. If anybody ever got curious about my writing stuff, like the books that I've written, this one right here, this teal one, let me see if I can highlight behind it. Oh no, it's on view only. It's because it logged me in under my other email. Anyway, the character reference guide, the teal one in the middle, that is for people who like to write, so you can keep track of characters and everything. And it's got a little bit of the 3-act structure, 4-act structure, whatever in it. Not labeled as that, but actually like the percentage points where you start writing things in and all that. So then I've got this one, The Violet Curse. This is the one that I wrote under pen name Santa Crow, and it is an awesome book. I really want to finish the prequel set of books for it and then be able to finish it, but I've got to finish those planners first. And then I've got a notebook here that is really adorable. This is the only one I've done that has AI art, but any of the AI art that I've gotten that I have the rights for had to have heavy editing. So yeah, but this one, The Violet Curse, I did that without references even. I did that from scratch, no references. I probably should have used a reference so I'd have a prettier face because she looks ridiculous, but the effect is still there and it still looks awesome. So anyway, I've got like my website and then my YouTube channel down here on the bottom, or if you want to go up to the button way up here, that goes to the author YouTube channel or whatever. So oh my goodness. But yeah, I tried to make it to where you can navigate it pretty easily. And then, let's see, I don't remember what this one is. Oh, yeah. There's this one too. So it says, I've set up this free shareables document so I can organize everything that I share with you. I have printable PDFs and other stuff, blah, 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 blah. It continues talking. But then there's this other document here, and this is kind of my checklist that I'm going to be doing. If you're ever curious, you can always... Number one, you can make a copy of it for yourself and then like adjust it or edit it, delete these things out. But I have conditional formatting on these so that whenever I type in something, I can just hit the Windows and then period and then hit that, and it'll basically strike through it. So I have a, let me see. So I have a bunch of these that are already completed. So it's graduating high school, having an ACT, having a little bit of college, and it's actually a little bit cheaper to do a tiny bit of the community college, but you have to look on the four-year college's website to compare which classes would be transferable to them. But I'm probably gonna have to redo some of my stuff anyway, the anatomy and then the other stuff that I took, because first of all, it's been a while, but second of all, it would probably be a good idea to have it, to take the version that they have that's a combined anatomy and physiology. But I know for sure I'm gonna have to probably redo the class so that I can relearn everything, which is gonna suck, but I mean that's the nature of life sometimes. So anyway, I've got pending admissions letter early January, meeting advisor, that's what the 3 meetings I'm gonna have to do. Some of that can probably be combined into one. Some of the other stuff I want to do or try or whatever, and then the different months, and then of course my bingo card. So that's actually where my bingo card is. Okay, so last thing is the video release schedule, which I didn't go over that one yet. This one is going to be a bunch of vlog stuff that I will have coming up, which is those little pink bright colors, and then filler material is the red. But I'll go ahead and read this note on the side here and kind of explain roughly what it is. So basically, everywhere it says vlogs in all of these different columns is just saying that I need to have stuff done for that, you know, that week. And I've got these all set for Saturdays. They may not come out on Saturday, but that's the goal, is to try to always have it published on Saturday, whether I've recorded it or edited or whatever in advance. I can at least have it uploaded and set it to a specific date. So if there is nothing entered, then it should be also that darker color. Then within columns D, G, and J, I have these formulas. I don't know if you can see this little tiny thing up here, but there's a formula within it. Here we go. That basically says if the month is not equal to whatever, you know, within these dates, if that's not equal to the month of January or February, whatever the month number is, then if it, you know, if it's not equal, if it's greater than whatever, then it will change the color of all the text in that to like a dark purple. So that's how I've got the conditional setting formatting set to that, because the dates up here are dragged down, and then like the date over here is based on whether or not whatever the first one is that has the X that shows up that causes all of it to go dark purple. So it pulls the date here up to here because that's the first one with an X. And then plus 7 days all the way down. Again, you have the conditional formatting, and then it pulls that first date because of that X that makes it all dark purple, pulls it over here. So that's how all of this is completely automated. So if I change this date to 1/5/2025, then it's going to change everything. So anyway, so let's see. Try to read out if I missed anything on that one. The X is basically, the X is very important to everything. So, automated conditional formatting, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, so there's that. The next one, let's see. In columns F, I, and L, which is this one, and this one, it says if it's not empty, it'll do conditional formatting to help better see the topics. So basically that's where these lighter pink colors come in. So if it said vlogs, then it's a dark purple. But if it says something else, then it's that. It helps me to have everything set up ahead of time where I can see like specific themes. So July, on the 5th, I'd have to have a 4th of July theme. I'll probably release it on the 4th, but I at least have to have it recorded. And being able to see it ahead of time will let me know, as I've already recorded and published these and put like little check marks or whatever, then I'll be able to see what's done and what's scheduled and stuff, and then be able to, okay, that's the next one I need to do. Go ahead and do something themed and then have it ready for that. So, that definitely helps to make it more visual. And then the last thing is recording. The word recording, if it's also in any of these different cells, then it's gonna say something else too. So like, let's say this one says recording, which I always do a recording slash, but that's fine. It will turn it teal. So if I know that I'm working on it, then I can just put recording anywhere within the cell and then it'll show. And I like putting that slash because it separates it from the thing. And then if there's another video I'm doing for the same day, then I'll also put a slash there. So anyway, that's how this one works. It's pretty awesome. You can make a copy of this and use this for yourself. The only reason I did my content calendar for this channel within this little document is so that you guys can also kind of see what's coming up, and then like if you're interested, you can kind of keep an eye out for it. But I'll just be updating it for the year. I won't be doing like future year or last year. I'm not going to put links on any of these. It's literally just to try to keep a list for me, and I figured since I'm going to be coming to this document to update links for you anyway, it's going to be extremely helpful if I go ahead and do that. The last thing I do have to do this, which by the time this video is out, it'll be added anyway, is I'm going to add a link to the YouTube channel. So if you happen to have this saved somewhere from somewhere else, then you can always go back. I don't know if I'll do that. But anyway, if I do, it'll probably be like right under this last link on every page. I've got a couple of blank pages here. I will add more stuff later there, but I'm going to build out as I go through my college journey. I'm going to be adding all kinds of freebies to these different pages, and I might end up having to do more pages, but this will be where I add free stuff for all of you guys. It'll be everything from planner stuff to things that other people give away or talk about, or you know, the inspiring YouTubers. It's just gonna be a little bit of everything that I find that I feel like is kind of helpful, or I don't know, fun even. So anyway, you guys have an awesome day, and I am looking forward to publishing this. This is gonna be awesome to share. This will make the whole thing of trying to share with everybody any free stuff so much easier. Like I could put it over on my website, but I don't want to buy another website just to do this. And it's like a link tree, but way better and very simple. But yeah, so I guess subscribe to my channel, and I will continue giving freebies. I'm gonna have to add that link into this thing up here so it's easier, so you don't have to go to the video or whatever. But I'm looking forward to sharing the awesomeness. So sorry this was a no face vlog. I just wanted to share this before I get to going. Anyway, hopefully by the time I record my next vlog or whatever, I should have my admissions letter. I know it's an assured admissions, so it shouldn't like be too long, but like I'm excited. So I guess I will see y'all later. Bye.